Hey there, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting a new series. Basically, I'm going to be going through all of the unread books on my bookshelves and sharing them with you guys. And the inspiration for this video came because yesterday my husband and I went to the bookstore and we went to both the regular bookstore and the used bookstore, and I walked away with absolutely nothing. And my husband was like, either there's nothing good out or you have way too many books on your bookshelf that you haven't read. I was like, it's definitely the latter. I have way too many unread books and I've just accumulated so many over time, from gifts from family, friends, gift cards. You awesome people that are subscribed to me and my patrons have just showered me with so many books over the years that I really do have a ton of unread books. So I thought it would be fun to go ahead and go through what books I have on my shelves that I haven't read. And I'm going to start with my adult fantasy because I own a lot of it, and if I did every genre at once it would just be such a long video. But before we go ahead and get on into the books, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the little bell icon so you can be notified every time I post new bookish content. I post new videos every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, and sometimes other days throughout the week. Also, don't forget to check down in the description box below for links to all of my social media, my Buddy Read Discord, and my Patreon. The way that I have my bookcases set up is mostly alphabetically. I do have to kind of configure my books in a way to make them fit, but we're going to be starting with the A's. The Heroes, Red Country, A Little Hatred, The Trouble with Peace, and The Wisdom of Crowds, all by Joe Abercrombie. The Rivers of London by Ben Aronovich. The Entire Long Price Quartet by Daniel Abram. The Bear and the Nightingale, The Girl in the Tower, and The Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden, The Raven Tower by Anne Leckie, With Blood Upon the Sand, and A Veil of Spears by Bradley Bellier, The Hod King, and The Fall of Babel by Josiah Bancroft, City of Stairs, City of Blades, and City of Miracles by Robert Jackson Bennett, Spellslinger, and Shadow Black by Sebastian de Castell, The Fall by Ryan Cahill, The Queen of Blood, The Reluctant Queen, and The Queen of Sorrow by Sarah Beth Durst, Kill the Queen, Protect the Prince, and Crush the King by Jennifer Estep, Ruin, Wrath, A Time of Blood, A Time of Dread, and The Shadow of the Gods, all by John Gwynne, Dragon Haven, City of Dragons, and Assassin's Fate by Robin Hobb, City of Lies, and Hollow Empire by Sam Hawke, and Unkindness of Magicians by Kat Howard, The Thousand Doors of January by Alex E. Harrow, Nevernight, God's Grave, and Dark Dawn by Jay Kristoff, The Poppy War, and The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang, Prince of Fools, The Liar's Key, The Wheel of Ocean, Red Sister, Grey Sister, and Holy Sister, all by Mark Lawrence, Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz, Merlin, and Author by Stephen R. Lawhead, The Ruin of Kings, and The Name of All Things by Jen Lyons, The Queens of Venice Lear, and Lady Hotspur by Tessa Gratton, Wrath of Empire by Brian McKellen, The Bands of Mourning, and Arcanum Unbounded by Brandon Sanderson, Jade City by Fonda Lee, The Kingdom of Liars by Nick Martell, Ravencry by Ed McDonald, A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, Guards by Terry Pratchett, Queen of Fire, and The Empire of Ashes by Anthony Ryan, Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss, The Vampire Lestat, and The Queen of the Damned by Anne Rice, Sword in the Storm by David Gemmell, The Near Witch, and A Conjuring of Light by B.E. Schwab, Empire of Sand, and Realm of Ash by Tasha Suri, The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart, Age of Myth, Age of Swords, and Age of War by Michael J. Sullivan, The Menagerie by Rachel Vincent, The Dragonbone Chair, Stone of Farewell, 2 Green Angel Tower Part 1 and Part 2, all by Tad Williams, The Shadow Campaign, The Prince of Valor, and Guns of Empire by Django Wexler, For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. Okay, you guys, so that is it for all of the unread adult fantasy books on my main bookshelves here. I do have some others that are like scattered around the house, around this room, that are just not on this main bookshelf that I didn't want to include just because I thought this video would go way too long. And I also have some books that are like way up on the top of my bookshelves that are hard for me to get, and I also didn't include those. So I just wanted to include the ones that were actually shelved on the bookshelves. So as you can see, I have my work cut out for me. I have plenty of books to dig into and new series and new authors to try out, but I do want you guys to tell me what books, authors, series that I should prioritize based on books that I haven't read. I'm not really looking to start that many new series in 2022 because I am in the middle of so many series, but if there is one that you just absolutely recommend, feel free to drop it in the comments, and I will see y'all in another video soon. Goodbye!